What's up, traders? What's going on? Nikki Limitless here, and for another market overview of what happened, how to play out today from this morning, right? So this morning I was looking at the market, and this isn't the markup I had. This is not the markup I had. Well, the top part is this was added, and this fib level was added because originally I marked up. I had the fib here, and I had it here, right? Which was correct. The only indicator, and I had mentioned something about this, and I said, hey, it could push off of here, which it did. But when I ended the video, I said how I seen this and how it's going to reject. So I put this up, and I entered this trade, which is not the bigger trade. This is trading against the banks. This is trading against the money flow, which is not ideal because you don't really get much, right? But you do get this push. I realized this. Hold on. This was the actual fib, right? Right there, boom. Right. So I hit two TP zones, and then it just faked, continuing coming up, and went bloop and dropped massive, right? So this is not the way I want to trade. I'm letting you guys know. I did catch this only because I was like, all right, well, it's. Let me move this. This candle, it was 8:45. We're on the 15 minute. So 8:30, it shifted. The next candle started coming down, and I'm like, all right, cool. So 9:30, I'm gonna get in, and I figured it would reverse, and it did. It did. But that wasn't. It wasn't the move. But I thought it was going to be. So anyway, I keep saying the same thing. This wasn't the actual move, but it was a move. I caught pips for sure, and some people would be happy with it, right? Because I mean, if you got in, maybe not here. Let's say you got in right here or at the body of the candle, and you got to the top. That's 100 pips. That's a good day. I mean, to be honest, that's good. I'm looking for this move, right? Though, like that's a good move, but I want the bigger move, right? Because I want to trade less. I want to trade less and eat more, right? So the bigger move was this. So I realized I went too extreme this morning putting this and putting it here. But it's still tapped. But I can get a tighter entry if I put it here, right? Because then look, now I'm at 79%. My stop loss is here instead of all the way up there, right? Um, it only hit one TP zone, but that's a big. So like, let's say I entered here, right? Boom, that's 1400 right there. I would have took profit somewhere here, and it drew back, and then I would have been like, all right, what's it gonna do? And then bing, 274 pips. I mean, I would have got out. I would have got out. You know, these percentages are guidelines, but if I tighten it up, because look, you see it pushed here, and then this was the confirmation. You go off of this. Here's the entry. Oh wait. Yeah, makes it low, comes back, and then this is the entry. And then you take that, and then here's another entry. I mean, shoot, you could have entered 3 times right here. But anyway, besides this, right? Let me put that aside, the fib aside. I saw this morning, and I just marked it with a line. But when I looked back and I saw what was going on, right? You know, today's Monday. My detail skills were not on, but you know what? That's what it's about, man. Like getting in the zone, right? Getting in the zone and like getting your A game on, right? Like we're athletes here. You know, we got to get ready. We got to be warmed up mentally so we can get in the game and see moves and little things, details. Because this game is tedious. This game is detailed. And look at this. Look at this detail that I missed. I wasn't looking in the detail because I was too busy looking at what's going on here. But sometimes you gotta look left a little bit. And why? Because boom, BOS, broken structure, right? But also if I went to the 5 minute, this right here is was a order block. So what did it do? It tapped, came in, broke, came all the way back up, tapped again. You can call it a breakout retest, a paradigm shift zone, right? But here are all these confirmations, right? So this is confirmation one, all right? One. Let me put it in white. No, 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 no. OB is order block. So it broke through the order block. That's one, right? Boom. That's what happened. Okay. Second, we have a break of structure. I'm just gonna circle it. We have the break of structure, right? And which is fine. And there's another break of structure, like so it broke a lot of the structures, right? So both of them broke both structures, right? Got lower and lower. But this right here is like the main one, right? Because this whole thing is like the up. So it broke the structure, which is now meaning what? If it's not making higher highs and higher lows, then it's making lower lows, lower highs, right? So this was a lower low. That is an awesome L. It made a lower low, right? So if I would have realized that right there, I would have been ready for this, and I would have been like, "Yo, I'm buying." I'm sorry, I'm selling. Excuse me, I'm selling. But I wasn't aware looking at this. The history tells you the deal. So, but also you gotta look in the present too. Now, but break a structure, huge, massive, right? Because now I know if it comes back, it broke through this. I'm waiting for this to happen, right? And then boom, that's a gift. And then here this happens, and then boom, that's another gift, right? So it's two pushes down. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about this yet, but I mean, we got one push down. I wouldn't be surprised if London just did that, right? So let me clean it up. But yeah, so that's the bigger move. That's what you want, right? And yesterday I did the weekly outlook, and I was saying, it could go up. Let's see. Yesterday, okay, well, all right. So it started here. All right, so it started here. Yeah, I said it could go up, but it just kept going down, and that was one of the options. So it's doing exactly what I was saying, and if I was listening to what I said yesterday, I would have realized like, hey, this is a sell, right? But what is this too? Like, look at that. It's a triangle, right? If you trade like that, right? You make a triangle out of this, right? And then it broke, but it never touched it again. So you wouldn't be able to trade the breakout, but I mean, maybe it did break out, but anyway, I have it marked there. You would have just took the sell somewhere after it breaks out that triangle, and then, but it would have been very risky. It was no confirmation. But anyway, forget that triangle because that's not what I was focused on. Like that. So yeah, all in all, I still caught pips. I still caught pips, which is fine. But I'm not just after pips. I'm after the move. I'm after the skill. I'm after getting better. I'm after being the world's greatest, right? And the world's greatest, I mean, look, great traders get money, right? So if I profited, that's great. And I'm all for it. But I'm gonna raise the bar and I want to catch this to this. I want to catch that. I want to catch that. I want to catch this to this, right? I want to catch that move. I want to catch that move. And to be honest, I would have stayed in. I would have took profit for one trade here, and maybe not because it didn't even break the structure, right? But I'm just talking about like if I did take a trade. But this is how I want to trade, right? And like you guys should be thinking about it, right? Like take partials for sure because if this thing runs back, you made nothing, right? So, but take partials, and that's like a habit thing, right? You got to be in the habit of taking partials because you're thinking, all right, it's gonna keep going, it's gonna keep going, and then whoop, right? So take those partials. But yeah, so I want to catch this, I want to catch that, and then I'm good, right? Because that right there is 140 pips or like 124, and then this right here was 270. Come on, man, come on. And look on a 15-minute chart. On a 15-minute chart. So, and I'm not even moving the chart around. This is it. You don't need to see anything more. So this is the overview. You know, I caught pips, and that's great. But what I really want is that bigger move. I really want that bigger move. So, with that being said, and look, I had this line here, and I saw that it was about to break. I actually sold somewhere in like this level, and then it was like because I went to an appointment somewhere. I'm like, you know what? Let me just close out, and I closed all my trades out, and then like I didn't notice until after though because I was at an appointment. But I had stop losses set anyway. But I would have been like out over here as opposed to up here. So good move. Anyway, we want to follow the money. That's really the lesson here, right? You want to follow what the banks are doing, and this shit right here, like I traded like a rookie. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. I took this trade, right? The reversal. I took this trade, and that's literally what they want. They want me to be caught in this, but if I'm smart, I mean, I can catch pips, which I did. But if you're not, you'll get caught in this, and then they'll fucking sink it on you, right? And that's what happens when you don't follow the money, right? You got to follow the big money. The big money's doing this, and you got to follow them, right? Because they already came up, they went down, and now they broke structure, came up, whoop, 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 right? So just wake up. I'm talking to myself. Be awake. See the details. The details matter. This game is detailed, and I'm 4 years in May. I'm 4 years in this game, and like you're learning a lot in the beginning. I don't know where anyone's at, but you learn a lot in the beginning. So the details, it's hard to see when. Oh, let me rephrase it. It's challenging to see when you don't even know what a candle is. You don't even know what a trend line. You don't even know what all these tools do. Once you learn all the tools in the shed, then you gotta start understanding the game and how to get better. And then this is gonna make it. This is gonna bring it. That's gonna bring it. The detail. Look how it broke. Boom. Right? It broke structure. Came back. Tapped into this structure, but really it was this one, right? Because it broke this structure too. It broke right through that order block, came back, and then dropped. So these are the details. See, like you don't have to go so far left to see what's going on, but like I just had to go. I just needed to see this much, and I could have saw that. Look at that. That's like right there. It's obvious. But sometimes when it's obvious, you just like, you know what? Nah, right? Because you think it's something else. But if I went and looked just back a little bit more, I would have confirmed it with breaking structures over here, breaking structure over there, seeing the shift. Look at that. This is now a downtrend, right? And I mean, we're on a 15-minute chart, so it might just come here and then end up coming back up. But for the day, it's a downtrend, right? So we're on the 15 minutes. So for the day, it will be a downtrend, right? So anyway, guys, thank you all for being on this. The overview and the outlook, the daily outlook, and I'll see you all tomorrow in the morning. I'll be marking gold up again and with more detail, right? Looking at the details. And yeah, like, comment, share. Um, Tell me what you love, tell me what you don't love, and haters welcome, lovers welcome, in between welcome. So Nikki Limitless out. Y'all have a great day. Happy trading tomorrow. I'll see you in the morning. I'll post a video just before New York opens, or just like 5 minutes after New York opens. All right, y'all have a great night.